Hello, welcome to Biography TV. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on the notification so you don't miss our next video. Biography of Carlos Gomes Junior. Carlos Domingos Junior is a Bissau-Guinean politician. He was a two-time prime minister of what was thought to be a fragile nation due to its state of political unrest. His first tenure as a prime minister was from May 2004 to November 2005 after the legislative elections. His second tenure was from December 2008 to February 2012. His tenure was known for its fight against drug trafficking after a report showed that Guinea-Bissau played a major role in West Africa's drug trade. Carlos Gomes Jr. was born on the 19th of December 1949 to the family of Carlos Domingos Gomes. He was born in the town of Bolama, which is presently known as Guinea-Bissau. He completed his basic education and went on to the Université Laval, Canada, after which he became a banker. He is also a businessman and is believed to be the richest man in Guinea-Bissau. In 1991, he was a delegate to the African Party for the Independence of Guinea and Cape Verde, PAIGC's 5th Congress, and was elected in 1994 into the National People's Assembly of Guinea-Bissau. He held lots of positions in the assembly. In 1996, he was elected as the first vice president of the assembly. He was also the second secretary of the Inter-parliamentary Committee of the West African Economic and Monetary Union, as well as the vice president of the Inter-parliamentary Committee of the West African Economic and Monetary Union, amongst a host of other offices held. In 2002, he was the president of PAIGC and was commonly known as Cadogo. Presidential elections were conducted on the 10th of August 2005 during his first tenure as Prime Minister. Joao Bernardo Vieria emerged the winner of the election, but Carlos refused to accept defeat, claiming that Vieira betrayed his people. As a result, Vieira dismissed Carlos and had his office dissolved on the 28th of October of the same year, and a former official of PAIGC was inducted in his place. Vieira's tenure as a president was rocky, especially since he didn't have the full support of the people. After the assassination of Mohamed Lamini, a former Navy commander, Carlos accused the president of having a hand in it. The accusation was made during an interview on the 8th of January. This led to a warrant being issued for his arrest. The warrant was later dropped. Carlos later claimed that he was misquoted in the interview that led to his arrest warrant being issued. In December 2007, he was charged with slander and false testimony as he had no proof for accusing Vieira. Carlos had an agenda. He wanted to be re-elected as the president of PAIGC in their 7th Ordinary Congress. He ran against Malam Bakai Sanha and won by 578 votes against Sanhai's 355. He was re-elected as the president of PAIGC in July 2008. The National Assembly voted against Aristide Gomes, the prime minister who replaced Carlos, and Martinho Ndafakabi was installed in his place. In February 2008, PAIGC withdrew their support of Martinho, which led to the appointment of Carlos Correa in his place. During the legislative elections of November 2008, PAIGC won most of the seats in the National Assembly. This led to the appointment of Carlos Gomes Jr. as Prime Minister in what was to be his second tenure. He stated that his government would be known for good governance and the amendment of the nation's justice system. He also said that he and Vieira would set aside personal differences to work towards solving the problems of the nation. He resumed office on the 2nd of January 2009. Though Guinea-Bissau was thought to be fragile, as at that time, it was beginning to gain political stability. After the failed coup of 2008 led by Rear Admiral Bubo Nachuto, the nation was again thrown into a state of unrest, military unrest. Chuto escaped arrest by going to the Gambia. He later returned to hide in Guinea-Bissau and took refuge in the UN compound. He stayed there till the 1st of April 2010 when soldiers came for his arrest. He voluntarily left with them. The home of Carlos Gomes, then Prime Minister, was invaded on the same day, leading to a house arrest. At the same time, other military officials, including the head of Guinea-Bissau's army, were arrested at an army base. When Carlos's supporters took to the streets demanding his release, the deputy army chief threatened that if they continued their protest, he would see to Carlos's death. On the 10th of February 2012, Carlos Gomes resigned as Prime Minister to run in the presidential elections. He won the first round of the elections and was to face Mohamed Lala Embalo in the second round. Unfortunately, this was not to be, as the second round was disrupted by a coup which led to the military taking over the nation's capital. During a gunfire in the nation's capital of Bissau, Carlos Gomes was again arrested alongside the president. The coup was condemned by the chairperson of the African Union and the United Nations Security Council. Carlos and other overthrown leaders were released on the 27th of April 2012 and were exiled to Ivory Coast. He is married to Salomia Neves. It could be said that Carlos was actively involved in the politics of his nation. This was evident in the efforts he made to stabilize the nation and reform its failing systems. He is a man of many talents, and his numerous achievements in the various offices that he held speaks volume. What have we missed out of this biography of Carlos? Let's know in the comment section. Will it be ridiculous to subscribe to our channel? If no, please like this video, share and subscribe to our channel.